Greetings, you spawns of Turg, and welcome to a very special edition of Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG. I'm Cameron, joined by Jorbs.
It's me.
And we're going to be cracking open a collector's booster of Dominaria United. So, looking forward to it?
Unknighted.
Unknighted. I was promised an unset.
The latest unset.
Yeah.
All right. Is this legal in tournaments?
I believe so. If it has, like, the Phyrexian symbol, then yeah.
That means it's constructed playable.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Understood. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Which side should we start on?
Ooh. Top.
Wait, which one's the top?
Exactly.
Well, Ornithopter
token, yeah.
Would be the top. Thoughts on Ornithopter token?
I mean, I feel that this is the correct place for Ornithopter. Although, you know, a zero-cost artifact was a very exciting thing when I was like 14 years old. But yeah, let's see it. Have a look at it.
I think that Ornithopter token might be the closest that a token has ever been to being a printed Magic card.
Yeah,
that just needs a 0 in the top right.
Very much so. Yeah. Oh,
and a token
good.
removed from the types.
Also, it does have like the correct color palette to evoke the original Antiquities Ornithopter.
It's a beautiful card.
It is. I enjoy it. I'm for it.
Flowstone Infusion. This is a red casting cost. Just the one red. It's an instant. Target creature gets +2, -2 until end of turn.
Popular mode of red removal.
Thoughts on flavor text? The rumor that contact with Flowstone would reveal Phyrexian sleeper agents was spread mostly by Phyrexian sleeper agents.
It's a shame the way that panic is spread by misinformation. Monstrous, really. Especially since I believe the Kavu integrate Flowstone quite easily. So this also turns Dominarians against Yavimai's own defenders.
As a 3 toughness creature, I'm for it.
Yeah, as a lifelong 1/3. I feel I'm a 1/3 because I'm conceited. So yeah, no, I'm for this one as well.
1/3s for 2 are definitely my favorite creatures in the game. Telewisp. It's hard to beat Telewisp. Samite Herbalist.
I enjoy this card a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the new enlist mechanic, yeah?
Yes, I feel that with enlist, this is made to be enlisted.
1 colorless, 1 white. Whenever Samite Herbalist becomes tapped, you gain 1 life and scry 1.
Good series of words. Yeah, I want to enlist this card all day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It just keeps getting better. Spiritual wholeness is not something you can give to yourself. It is attained only through the divine blessing of healing another.
Is it, though? Is it really? Do we know? I mean, what do we know about the Samite healers? Or the Samite herbalists, really? What's their agenda?
Well, they only have 1 toughness, so... We are building a narrative, though. We'll keep an eye on it. Do you really want to gain life, either? Alfheim Worm. More my style. 4 colorless, 1 green. Creature Worm. Vigilance. Trample.
Okay, yeah.
The worms consume everything. It's a no-nonsense green card.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess this is Dreadmaw Colossus for Dominaria.
And at common.
Ooh.
I remember when Crawworm was like a good card.
Yeah, Crawworm has come a long way.
Yeah.
Right, I remember spending a lot of
a
mana.
long way in a straight line.
Yeah, a lot of mana on my Circle of Protection greens.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to avoid Crawworms. Battle for the Ages.
Maria's Outrider is a 4 colorless, 1 red creature, Elf Archer. This has Reach. Reach on a red creature. Uncommon.
I mean, we've seen this a lot with like, you know, it's usually some kind of really big dude with a ball and chain.
True. And this is a regular-sized person, but they're standing on the back of...
Let's go with a Kavu.
Oh, I was going to say like one of the Tesla trucks.
Oh, yeah.
One of the two. This is Reach.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing.
Yeah. Reach and Domain. When Maria's Outrider enters the battlefield, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control.
Yeah. I mean, I guess for 5 mana, you would want, what, like... Do you want to shock your opponent? Is 2 damage enough?
Well, if you
want
have
3
5
off of
lands,
this?
why not have one of each? Has always been my approach to deck building. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, this is right on curve to get a full like fire axe out of domain.
It's actually just 56 basics and 4 of these. Deal 20. Arrows fashioned from the living wood of Yavimaya carry all of the forest's rage in their fire-hardened points.
Huh.
How angry is the forest?
I mean,
a bit.
Yeah.
Apparently. It's Yavimaya. Twinferno.
Cute name.
1 colorless, 1 red. I do really like the name of this card. It's an instant. We choose one. When we cast our next instant or sorcery spell this turn, we copy that spell and can choose new targets for the copy, or target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn.
Yeah, flexible.
More fire, Jaya asked. More fire. Joda agreed. I like this card a lot because I think that both Voxy and I would enjoy playing it. And if you can find a card that Voxy and I both enjoy playing, you've done something incredible at Magic card.
Yeah. No, this feels fun. It'll kill your opponent.
A number of ways. Join forces. It's 2 colorless and a white, and instant untap up to 2 creatures. They each get +2/+2 until end of turn. A white combat trick.
I mean, untapping things in white seems good with Enlist being the white mechanic.
Sure.
So the rare instance where untapping something kind of beats Vigilance. Probably not a rare instance, but you do have to watch out for the new counters that blue gets to play with, the sleep counters or stun counters, because
true, and untapping a creature will
this will only eat a stun counter.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how the rules work.
Yeah. I assume the YouTube comments are already filled with just an absolute brawl over whether I'm correct on that rules interpretation or not.
Well, that's engagement. That's good.
Oh, yeah,
driving
feeding the algorithm.
Yeah. Okay, you take the 16 Ragers and the Hulk on the right. I'll take the 10 Defilers and the Plague Lord on the left. Ready. Danitha to Radha. Which is not how I imagine my white creatures handling the combat phase, especially if I'm paying 3 to give them +2/+2. But it's nice to dream.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think Radha probably has that effect on people.
This is one of the more beautiful swamps that I've ever seen.
I love this so much. It's just gorgeous. Foil, full art swamp. Magali Villeneuve, give her an entire set.
Have they ever put flavor text on lands?
Yes, they have. Most recently in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms.
Basic lands?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can just write it on the card, though.
Oh, yeah. You can just take this foil swamp and write on it. Yeah.
Actually, I really like keeping life totals on one of the basics from my deck for games. And then my basics have like a record of the games I've played on them.
Very good.
Is this a different foiling
That
pattern?
is a different foiling technique. That is impressive.
Alice Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim.
So kind of a blood artist, kind of a Samite healer, or kind of a soul sister, I guess. But yeah, gorgeous foiling technique.
This is a white and a black for a legendary creature, Phyrexian Core Cleric. I feel like it could have been like 5 more types, but they ran out of space.
Yeah.
This one's really pushing up against the edge of the line. Death Touch. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. It's a 2/2.
No lifelink?
No lifelink.
Curious.
I saw someone talking about Loris with Alice.
Oh. Ooh. Compelling content.
I played Pillory of the Sleepless and constructed ping opponents for 1 every turn. I'm partial to the idea.
This combination of the etched foil and then like this extremely reflective foiling is...
Yeah, it's different
nice.
on the art itself versus the text box.
I'm for it.
Defiler of Flesh.
Well, that's what we should have called you.
Defilers of Flesh.
Yeah, instead of...
Welcome.
Yeah, instead of Spawns of Turg.
I like Spawns of Turg as well.
I mean, Turglings.
I'm trying to work out in the art
Turglesons.
if maybe the Spawns of Turg are the things being eaten.
Ooh.
Perhaps. This is some sort of gnarly art. 2 black for a creature, Phyrexian Horror. Makes sense. Menace. This has no room for flavor text because there's a lot of rule text here. As an additional cost to cast black permanent spells, you may pay 2 life. Those spells cost 1 black less to cast if you played life this way. This effect reduces only the amount of black mana you pay. Whenever you cast a black permanent spell, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains menace until end of turn.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So it lets you basically pay black Phyrexian mana, and then buffs your team.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And it doesn't say as additional cost to cast black permanent spells like from your hand. So I think there might be some ways to cheat this from the graveyard and things as well.
Yeah. Yeah. A black card that combos with Yawgmoth's Will. The Funkin.
That's what Yawgmoth's Will needs.
Yeah, yeah, finally. Yawgmoth's Will
creature.
Be playable. yeah, exactly.
I got 2.
Oh.
It's
a full art and a foil.
Yeah.
Challenging deck building decision.
Yeah, I don't know. It's nice because if you have 2 of them in the deck, you can tell which one's doing better.
Ooh.
Which is always important.
Yeah, which one is underperforming?
Yeah, you want your Phyrexian horrors to feel like they have to compete against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I think,
good leadership.
yeah, as Yawgmoth intended.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is another gorgeous foil. Nile Avazoa Aeronaut.
Ooh.
This is 2 colorless, a green and a blue for a legendary creature, Elf Scout. It has flying. This is only an uncommon, and yet I'm about to read a chapter of a book.
All right.
Domain. Whenever Nile Avazoa Aeronaut deals combat damage to a player, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Put up to one of them on top of your library, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. Then, if there are 5 basic land types among lands you control, draw a card.
Okay. So, Domain 5, you look at the top 5, you impulse, basically, and then draw? I mean, seems like a decent payout for getting to Domain 5.
And the dual lands in this set are basic land types.
They are.
So it's actually a lot easier to get to Domain 5. Like, you don't need 5 basics. You can get there with 3 lands if you have the right ones.
Yeah. Okay. What's her power toughness?
2/4.
2/4.
Yeah. And she's a flyer, so always nice to have a way to actually deal damage to a player when your ability wants you to do that. This is Tobias the Doomed Conqueror.
Uh-oh. I wonder what happens to him.
He's on a ship.
I wonder what happens to it.
The ship feels like it's tipping over in the art. The art's telling me a lot.
That's good storytelling.
2 colorless, 1 white, 1 blue. This is a legendary creature, Human Soldier. Flash. When Tobias Doomed Conqueror dies, for each non-creature token you controlled that died this turn, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. We have an Azorius creature making 2/2 black zombies.
Interesting.
And a pirate.
Interesting.
So, the icebreaker, who from history would you have a conversation with for an hour? I used to say Jane Austen, great author.
Okay.
Interesting figure, feminism, history, the start of the novel. I'm starting to think Tobias Doomed Conqueror, though. Maybe.
Yeah. So tell me about the black color identity part of your card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I already read Pride and Prejudice, so...
Yeah, honestly,
what more is there to say? Tobias spent decades tormenting pirates on the open sea and decades more dancing lifelessly beneath it, which I believe is a statement about him being a zombie, rather than a criticism of the dancing.
Oh, gotcha.
Zyra the Golden Sting. 1 colorless, black, red, green. This is a legendary creature, an insect assassin, flying in haste. Whenever Zyra the Golden Sting attacks, put an egg counter on another target creature without an egg counter on it. When that creature dies, if it has an egg counter on it, draw a card and create a 1/1 black insect creature token with flying.
Oh, she's a bot fly.
And she's a 3/3.
Oh, Jill,
which is
I've watched these
a
videos.
large bot fly.
You hold baby now, okay? Bye-bye.
And I believe she doesn't have to put an egg counter on a target non-token creature, so she could sort of recur that. She can make a bot fly, have a bot fly in it.
You can proliferate these too, I think. Yeah.
Which I've never seen that YouTube video, and I'm glad that I haven't.
Oh, they're great.
A Carplussen Forest.
Ooh, full art Carplussen Forest.
Full art. Gorgeous.
Very. I would go camping here.
Painland.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't go camping there.
You would go camping, but only for colorless.
I mean, I suppose
perhaps.
anywhere I go camping is a pain land, really. I'm a coward.
I'm suddenly reconsidering my relationship with nature. It is beautiful art in a beautiful land. And we have Maria, Scholar of Antiquity. This is our final card.
Okay.
Will it
okay.
be the best? It's one colorless, red-green, a legendary creature, Elf Artificer. Tap an untapped, non-token artifact you control to add a green.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Is that really strong? That might be really strong. I don't know. Tap 2 untapped non-token artifacts you control. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. There have been blue decks I would have played this in if it cost blue.
Yeah.
But it costs red and green. So
I mean, that would be Urza,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I'm trying to think where it would fit. Another gorgeous card, though.
Quite.
And that's our pack. Well, my pack.
Your pack. You get to keep this pack. Yes. Well, thank you very much for joining us on this very special Crack-A-Pack here on Lure MTG. Any closing thoughts?
I love the art. I love the flavor text. And I love that I have a lot of foil magic cards.
It's very exciting.
I'm going to keep these.
All right. We'll catch you Turglings later.
Bye, Turklings.